All right, guys. Thanks again for coming on the show. Special thanks to Zach Williams from California. Woo!
Glad to be here.
All right. I guess first, how'd your weekend go? Doing some race in Finland, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool to go to a different country, but the racing, I didn't have the best of luck. So, other than that, though, different country, and I can't complain about that.
Now, that was a pretty short trip, right? Because when did I send you that message on like Tuesday or when? It was Tuesday, and you were leaving what, Wednesday or Thursday to go over?
Yeah, I left Wednesday morning, so basically flew all day, and then once I landed, it was like 3 or 4 hours until I was on the track practicing. So it was pretty rough adapting to like their time over there. So just kind of had to wing it.
Hey, let me ask you this: did you see those videos of Jeff Alessi down in the Dominican Republic?
I did not, but somebody was telling me about it. I heard it was funny.
Freaking out going to Finland. That track looks sketchy as shit. I wonder, was the track pretty good in Finland?
The dirt was so loamy and soft. They because they had it outside of the stadium, and it all froze over. So when they put it onto the track, it all thawed out. So it was just, you'd hit a face and it would just sink you down and just make a huge rut. So it was pretty sketch.
All right, you said you had some bad luck, so how'd you finish?
Well, the first night I got 6th in the main, and then the second night I was in the semi and ended up crashing like the second lap. I was in second, and by the time I got my bike going, I was already 2 laps down. So, and if you don't make it out of the semi, if you get last in the semi, you don't go on to the LCQ. So I was 2 laps down, so I ended my night right there.
So why do they do that? Just because of the number of spots for starting, or is that just how they do it over there?
Yeah, the number of spots. They take 15 guys to the main event. So they take a certain amount out of the first race, the heats, and then there's a semi. Or no, I'm trying to think how they do this. Yeah, out of the heat race, I guess if you get 1 through 9, you advance on. But then 10th through 15th, I think it is, they're out. So 2 laps down, I had nothing to do.
So then that was the second night. So then you just pretty much got up on Sunday and came back?
Yep, that's pretty much how it went. So it would have been nice to stay over there a little bit longer to kind of check things out around there. But from what I saw.
How did that all come about, Zach? How did you end up going over there?
The guys posted something on Racer X a while ago, and basically just said anybody interested, just email an application and then go from there. And
really,
I ended up emailing them, and they got back to me. So so yeah, kind of went from there. I had this plan quite a while ago.
Now, I guess maybe for Jeff and Jason, that's kind of that thing I mentioned earlier, Zach. The Team J-Law, those two, right? It's just you two, or is Caleb in on it too? You guys are gonna make a good effort to hit up the Redas this year, right?
Oh yeah.
Lately everybody's jumping on board. So
Nice.
But to start with, it's just me and Jeff, and I don't know. We'll see who all decides to jump in and is actually serious about
it. Now, Zach, you won a title, was that 2 summers ago?
Yeah, 2012.
Now that was that 450A? Which one was it?
Yep, 450A.
So you got any pointers for these guys?
Honestly, hole shots. That's everything. I mean, if you start in the back, you're going to end up finishing in the back usually. Unless you're really good at passing.
See, I'd be out because from what I see at Loretta's, it's hot, and then it's gonna rain. So
Yeah.
I'm out right there.
I got lucky. The year I went, it didn't rain at all. So, but usually if you start in the back, sometimes you get caught up in the slower guy's pace. So then, and then if you start in the front, you end up going the leader's pace. So, starts everything.
Well, we kind of have, I think Jeff and I anyway, kind of have the same attitude here. Just getting there is going to be kind of a big deal for us. Once we get there, we're just going to kind of soak it all in, you know. It's not like we're super pumped to go win a title in vet class, but
you got to have fun with it.
We're just trying to get there. So I'm not at all worried about what happens once we get there. It's getting through the qualifiers, to me, that are going to be a challenge.
Yeah, and when you get there, it's honestly just the more fun you have, the better you'll do.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how racing always seems to go anyway. So.
Yep.
So how does that work, Zach? Is there like, because it's a week long, but is it you get a couple days of practice and then like Wednesdays things start up, or do you remember?
2 years ago is not that long, but it seems like it's been a long time.
I don't remember.
We've done a lot since then.
But Monday I think you practice, and then they usually get into the races I think Tuesday, and depends on if you're doing one class or two classes. But I think I had 1 day off during the week, which was probably Wednesday or Thursday, and then you're either doing one or two motos a day.
Right, because then it's 20 plus 2 is what they do, right?
Yep. Yep.
Jason, have you guys, is that what they do at the regional and stuff?
As far as I know, the qualifiers are just 4 or 5 laps. Yeah, because they try to cram everything into a day, but that's about the extent of what I know about it, you know, just what I've read on the MX Sports page, so.
Sweet. Alrighty. Do you guys want to talk about some of the other fun stuff I got to do this weekend? Non-Supercross related?
This is your deal, buddy. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so my other buddies, they got this other podcast, and they had this guy on, and he already has the world record, but he was trying to break his own record for the fastest wheelie on ice. And so that
sounds dangerous.
It was pretty cool. I'll have to post a pickup of the studs, because like I was thinking there were studs like, you know, when we do up our dirt bikes and go out, it's like it looked the same, but just like they're almost like a half inch or maybe a quarter inch. They were a lot longer than I thought they were gonna be. But yeah, it was pretty cool. He ended up throwing one of the screws from the front tire, went up and through the radiator, so it was kind of pissing out antifreeze. So they had to, I think they ended up JB welding the thing on there, but I don't know if it ever stopped it or just slowed it down enough. But yeah, it was pretty cool. They had the track all bladed off, and I think what he has to do is you have to ride a wheelie you have to carry it. I don't know if 200 meters, does that equal 600 feet or something like that. There's a certain distance you have to carry the wheelie for it to count. But he got it up to 109.5 is the new world record. So, in case you guys wanted to give it a try.
What was with all the antifreeze all over the ice?
What's that?
What was with all the antifreeze? What was with all the antifreeze all over the ice?
Well, I don't know. Like to clean it up? Or why was there? Uh-oh. Are we all still here?
I'm still here.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying to disconnect and then get back on, because it sounds like a robot.
I heard a couple buzzes. I didn't know what the hell happened there. But So yeah, so we checked that out, and then they had the arena cross in Milwaukee this weekend, so we went and checked those guys out. Shoot, I don't know if you guys.
Come, but no, you wouldn't let me stay at your house.
I told you could have snuggled up to the screen press and.
Who won the mains in Milwaukee?
The first big bike one, Kyle Regal won that one, and Tyler Bauer won the second one.
Oh yeah.
So I think Zack Ames got I think he ended up getting the overall, and then I think Kyle Regal got second and Bowers got third.
There's some more competition this year.
I was impressed with everything up until so they inverted the field.
Mm-hmm.
Now Zach, you can yell at me if you want, but like it was bad. Like they invert the field, so Bauer. He's on like the far right, maybe one or two over. The gate drops, they go down. Now he's on the right side, and it's a left-hand corner. And it was almost like everyone like moved out of the way, let Bowers make his turn, and then they followed in behind him. I'm like, what the hell?
I honestly I think he just gets super lucky sometimes racing arena cross.
It was like, I'm like, oh, what the heck? Because it's like I knew after that, and else the dude crashes, it's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, maybe everyone's just scared of him now.
Well, that's what I liked about in the first one. He got 10th. He was coming through the whoops, and I don't know if I'm saying his name wrong or if I got him mixed up. I think it's Jacob Hayes, I think is his name.
Yeah, that's right.
They come out of the whoops like side by side, and I think Bauer was going to try to go around the outside, and Hayes kind of left it on, and I think they just banged bars a little bit, but they ended up both going down. I think Bowers went over the berm, and yeah, he ended up getting 10th, so I think he was pissed, but it was like, good for that guy, he's like,
yeah,
maybe make him earn it a little bit, and I don't think he ran him high, but
needs to be more young guys racing coming up and making it so he doesn't just win easy every weekend.
Yeah. And then, I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm sure you guys might have saw it on Facebook. Is it Matt Meyer?
Yeah.
I didn't see him go down. I kind of saw like the aftermath of it. And I think he just endoed in the whoops. And he was laying like in the bottom of the whoop, the length of the whoop, right? And then here comes Bowers, just obviously can't stop, or they were trying to get people out of the way, but I mean he whooped right over the top of them.
Really?
But I mean obviously he didn't hit him, but
yeah,
he's face down, and it was like holy shit. But but yeah, so it was good. Like I was telling Jason and Jeff earlier, there was they brought the 80s out, and a couple kids were trying the catapult jump.
Oh,
and and like I said, the first guy jumped it, and he landed on top and kind of did the bounce crash thing.
Oh yeah.
And then the kid behind him, he goes and jumps it, and he's a good 3 feet short, just nose down, and
I can just imagine.
Whoa, someone building a truck?
That was not me.
What is happening?
I don't know. I think we're good now.
If finally sounds right, I can actually hear you guys now. You don't sound like a bunch of robots.
I don't know what the hell that was. But
Probably that Wi-Fi Zack stealing.
Probably.
Ah, shit.
So Zack, I got to ask you a question. Your dad works at new look or whatever.
Yep.
And a while back, I think that you were probably a big part of this, but my nephew got a signed Ryan Dungey jersey, and I think it was through you, I'm assuming, through your dad, because Jake Stanley was working.
I don't think so.
Oh, really? See, well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure
It could have
Dad
been.
works with Jake Stanley,
Could've
and he got it for my nephew, and I thought you were involved in it.
No, but Mike Seaton, also like my dad's business partner, he knows the Dundies really well, so he probably
Oh, okay. So is that Cole Seaton's
probably
dad?
through him somehow. Jake's. Yep. But yeah, Jake Stanley does. He still works for my dad, so.
Yeah.
But I had no idea.
Okay. I just assume, I know when my nephews were always
that's
over
cool.
at my house, they'd be watching Supercross, and they'd always be looking for you. That was pretty funny. They're like, hey, I know 874, and I'm like, Zach Williams? How do you know him? And they don't really know him, but Jake's told him about you, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Anything
cool.
to make an acquaintance, huh?
Yeah. Well, they're like 9 years old, so to them it was like knowing a superstar, so.
So Zach, as far as Supercross goes now, are you guys all set and ready to rip, or you still got shit you got to work out, or how's that going?
Right now we haven't rode our race bikes yet.
Oh, really?
But supposedly it's supposed to be done tomorrow night. So I'm hoping by Wednesday we'll be able to go out to the track and test those. But
cool.
Sometimes things get pushed back even later than what it's supposed to be. So
yeah.
But
so
you really don't. You don't really need to put all that much time on the race bikes before the season, anyways. So, but I got some new suspension coming too, so hopefully that's a lot better. I have some of the new Showa A-Kit stuff for my race bike, so
really,
hopefully that's a game changer.
From what I hear, it is.
Yeah. It should be for the price tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So how are you guys? How's this all gonna work then? Are you still having to drive to all these Supercrosses? Are you coming back here, or what are you gonna be doing? You gonna be flying? I hope.
Yeah, we'll be flying to most of them. We have
sweet.
Sean Robertson is actually going to be the full-time mechanic / truck driver.
Oh, all right.
And we have a 15-foot box truck, so we'll have a wrap on that, and he'll be driving it to most of the rounds, I assume, and me and Jesse will be flying back and forth from Rick Shugo's place in Florida.
Oh, all right. Right on, man. Well, so much for me trying to weasel my way in and tell you I want to drive your truck.
Well, never know.
Failed again.
So where's Jesse at? Is he out? Because you're at Grindstone, right? Is he out there too, or is he kind of doing his own thing?
We're staying at the same place, so we travel to the tracks during the week. We just one day we'll take his van, the next day we'll take mine, so it works out pretty good. So we're not just going to the tracks alone. What was that?
Was that
Who's going faster?
Who's going faster?
Yeah, you or Jesse.
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty close, but we'll just have to see at the race.
So what can you tell us a little bit about that Grindstone? It's the Grindstone compound, right?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, they there's no track here, but they cook you meals, and they have quite a few rooms here and a huge shop. So
Hey, I think you're lying. Don't they got a pretty sweet pump bike track?
that they do have that, but I don't know. That's not
what you're looking for.
That's not my style. I don't really be in.
But so yeah, it sounds like it's pretty close to what is it, Paula and Milestone, Paris or whatever, Comp Edge. You go to all those, or you mainly just kind of Milestone's the big one, right?
Yeah, well, if I was riding the outdoor tracks, I could go to all of them, but there's really Paula and Milestone are the only two that have public Supercross tracks. And then there's a private track in Hemet, which we go to like once a week or so. So
Nice.
there's really not all that much for Supercross riding publicly, unless you're on a team and you go to the test tracks.
How long would it take if you got to like a factory practice track, if you jumped the fence? How long you think you could ride before they came and got you?
I mean, you could go up there when they aren't there, and you could ride all day. And they wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, there's some stories about some of that. So, like Nick Way was talking about, like he jumped the fence and ride there, and
Well, I heard stories about Jason Lawrence back when he was on the Yamaha Troy team. I guess they just refreshed one of the tracks, and he jumped the fence and just did a burnout over every face, I guess.
That sounds like his style.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, should we get down to some racing?
Yeah,
I
let's do it.
suppose.
well, Jason, how did you watch the race? Did you watch it on Sunday then, or did you go home and finish?
Everybody is so concerned about whether or not I watched the race. Yes, I watched the race on Sunday. It was on again.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I came home. So me and Jason were out Saturday night, and neither one of us are drinking because we're trying to quit that shit and trying to get in good shape and all that. So it was kind of boring. I was there mostly for my wife because she was wasted, and I came home at like 11.
Careful now, don't make her mad.
Oh, she's fine. She doesn't listen to these. She calls them broadcasts too. I gotta make fun of her. She calls them a broadcast all the time. I'm like, it's a podcast. She says, same difference. So I came home, and of course she passes out, falls asleep, and I'm watching this race, and I'm thinking to myself, like, when it started to dawn on me that Reed was going to win, I'm like, this is fucking unbelievable. I can't even believe it. And I'm like, watching this, just getting all jacked up because I'm a huge Reed fan, and then my fucking TiVo stops on the last lap as Roxon's like making a run on him. And so I'm like scrambling to pull up some sort of computer or something to try to figure out what happened. I was in a panic. And Racer X was apparently, their new website sucks balls on your phone. So I couldn't figure out what happened.
Terrible.
It was a terrible dilemma. But I got over it.
Yeah, by the time I got home, it was, the only thing I had missed was heat races. So I watched the rest of it Saturday night, and then, I watched the heat races on Sunday. So.
Nice.
I was able to get my Supercross fix after dealing with them drunk bastards at the bar.
Yeah, that's tough to do when you're sober.
It's very tough to do when you're sober and you've also given up tobacco.
Oh. Well, you're making all the stops.
Jeez, you're dedicated to this Loretta's thing.
I'm a new man.
I think he's just using it as an excuse to change his life.
I am.
Maybe.
Oh, funny.
I don't know if tobacco use makes you any slower.
I'm also moving out of this frozen hellhole.
Why? Where are you going? You going to Texas? You're gonna
I don't know.
anywhere?
Listen, I got enough money here to buy. Or I've got 1/3 enough money to buy a house in Texas. So.
All right, let's go.
In 3 years, I'll have
Good enough
to buy a house in Texas.
All right.
Be a shithole, but
Fit right in.
So what did I guess the one thing I noticed that I actually was glad to see is the track. The lap times are up over a minute.
I was surprised to see that too. I don't know if it just had to do with how shitty the racing surface was, if that's why it was so slow, or it didn't.
Well, they didn't do anything.
I was really surprised by that.
It didn't seem like they did anything out of the ordinary. It just all of a sudden they added 7 or 8 seconds.
Seemed like just a lot more rhythms, I guess. It's more rhythm sections, so
Yeah, all the rhythm sections.
less straightaways.
The lanes all seemed like they were incredibly long. So
Yeah.
I think that had something to do with it. I don't know, it was a goofy layout. That start was just stupid, if you ask me. It was basically an arena cross start, so I thought that was kind of dumb. But
I like that. Let's see. I don't know if that was like the second or third lane. Like, if they do the start, do they go through the whoops and it maybe at 180s around? They hit the triple, and then there was like they would triple on like to a backside of something. And then they made that right corner, and then I like that rhythm section where some guys were going like triple, triple, single, or single, triple, double, or whatever, and then some guys were the triple quad or whatever it was. I thought that was cool with the few different options in there.
Yeah, I think it was a good layout. I think the dirt could have been better this weekend, though.
Do you
I bet
think
all the riders would agree?
oh yeah, definitely.
so? What do you think, or why does it get like that? Because it was pretty hard packed. Do you think they're just not doing anything with it, or is it
I
just
think
not raining?
The issue this week was last weekend they had Monster Jam in there, so the base was all packed down so hard from that. They said they tried to, dig it to try to loosen it up, but they just, then basically you're creating gravel on top of a clay base. So
Yeah.
I think that's why this week that it was as shitty as it was.
I think they had 2 Monster Jams there, don't they?
Yeah,
Don't they
I
have
think
them in
there
the
might
off
have been 2
weekends?
in there. Yep.
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
Fucking monster. Well, here's an idea. Maybe they could have one last race at Anaheim.
Well, I agree with you there. I'm fine with 2 less races at Anaheim. But
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they sell out each race.
oh yeah, you can definitely see why they do it. It's just for the rest of us, it's kind of like, all right, come on, enough California. Let's go somewhere else.
Yep.
I would like to make it out there for either one, an opener or one of the other ones sometime. But all right, so I guess we can chit chat about some lights action.
Hey, I want to ask Zach something. Did you go to any of the races, or since you're out there? Or,
Yeah, I went to A1 and A2. So
Did you watch A3 on TV, I'm assuming?
I just watched the mains on
Okay.
YouTube. So
How crazy did those whoops look? I mean, you've ridden through them. Are those things as treacherous as they look on TV? I mean, that one
usually they're worse, to be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
you can't tell how cupped out they get. But it seems like the whoops this year on the West Coast have not been all that big.
it seems
compared
like
to
they've
compared to
built them
before.
big for qualifying, and then they knock them down before racing starts. It seems like.
Yeah. Well, they usually just get knocked down like that, and then they have to reface them. But
Yeah,
they'd almost have to add dirt to them to get them back to the way they were.
yeah, I suppose.
Oh, I was watching the practice. They had that. I don't know who that dude is. He's like a ex-professional volleyball player. I think his name's Kevin Kelly or something. But he said he's 6'6", and he was standing in them, and these things were like mid-thigh on him. So they had to be like 3 feet, from the bottom to the top. But
Yeah,
I went
they're
out
intimidating.
when we were down in Texas, we went to Oldenburg's practice track and his Supercross whoops. I mean, they were beat to shit, but they didn't even look like they were rideable. So I can't even imagine what they look like on a pro track after qualifying and all that's gone down.
Yeah. Usually at the pro races, they're really deep, but on top, like they round them off really good, so it's easy to stay on top. It's just if you do drop into them, it's just game over.
Well, that's what it looked like when you watch like that Lights LCQ, or I guess the 250 LCQ. None of those guys could skim them, it seemed like.
Oh my god, I was like watching.
that Dazelle guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was having troubles.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I've been watching them, and
There was a lot of guys that were
definitely a
really
weak point.
struggling. It was hard to.
I mean, so I don't know. I mean, obviously you got to have good equipment, but I mean it's pretty much, I guess, Zach, you would know, like, you just got to come out of that corner and just hold her open, huh?
Yep, you got to know what you're gonna do before you do it.
There's
You
no
gotta-
half.
You can't just come up onto it and then decide you're gonna do it. You got to know you're gonna do it before.
That's what I was watching at the arena cross, that Zach Ames. It was just, he was the fastest out of everyone. I mean, he just rails that corner and then just hammers in there, and he got a lot of passing done in just the whoops, and especially in arena cross. I mean, they're not super long either, but you know, like you said, you start dropping down and you got to stop and start rolling and
Yep,
make up a lot or lose a lot.
yep, that's for sure.
Well, what'd you guys think? Any lights? I didn't see any. Whoa,
Oh.
whoa! What happened there? What'd you do, Jason?
I don't know.
Oh, it's like we were on speakerphone for
I'm
a
not gonna
second.
tell you.
That may have been me. My headphones died. I had to take them off.
Oh. Okay, so
Blame it on
lights.
Zack.
Yeah. So lights, Heat 1, I didn't have too much. Seeley goes down in the first turn, and Jeff, you might get mad. He finishes third. Do you think that's the... Was that you saying that you thought maybe it wasn't as deep for the lights class?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what are they, like 6 laps is all? Are they, 6-lap heats for the 250s?
Yep.
And he comes back to on a minute. I mean, I guess the race was a little bit longer than other heat races, but to come back to third, I think there's just those 3 guys that are so much faster than everyone else.
Well, I also think you have to take into account the whoops this week because they were destroying so many guys. So I think if you're looking for a reason why he could easily lap to third, it's because of that. Because if you didn't have them whoops down, you weren't doing anything.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of time right there.
I guess I thought it was nice to see Malcolm pull off a heat win. Hold off Anderson.
His name's Predator. From here on out, he'll be known as Predator. That's what, dude. I saw this video of him taking his helmet off, and he had one of his dreads stuck up in his helmet, and I was just laughing. Like, most people, Zach, you're probably too young to even know. Have you seen the movie Predator?
I have not actually.
Oh my God! So the Predator is like an alien, and he's got like all these tubes and shit coming off his head, and he looks like he's got dreads. And there's a line in the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, the dude pulls off his face, and Arnold says to him, "You're one ugly motherfucker." And I just every time I see Malcolm with his wild ass dreads, I think of that part.
Oh, that's funny.
And all these riders need nicknames, man. We can't just give them the fucking.
They do. Honestly,
initials.
they do. I need one for myself.
We'll come up with one. Give it some time. You'll have one.
I think we stick with the Zack attack. What's wrong with that?
That's too original, though.
Original? I don't think it's original at all.
I think every Zack has Zack attack.
Just opening round, take off half the field on the start of the heat race, and then we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
All right, done deal.
I'll get to work on
I gotta
that for
earn.
you,
I gotta
Zack.
earn a name.
Yep, gotta do something crazy.
When do you start? 2 weeks?
Yep. That would be February 15th.
All right.
And it's Dallas, right? Is the opener for
Yep.
East Coast?
Yep.
I don't want to bring any bad juju, but is it Gannon Audette? Is he racing East Coast?
I was just thinking. I was wondering that too. I'm not sure what he's doing. I haven't seen any photos of him riding. So, good question.
You guys, I don't know if maybe Zach knows. He's crashed pretty hard the last 2 years in Dallas. Like, I don't think he's made it to the heat race. Isn't he always crash in practice? And it was like he broke
I know
his...
he did last year. I wasn't sure if he did the year before that, but yeah, he has not had the best of luck with injuries.
All right, so that's all I got kind of for Heat 1. Heat 2, I seen Little Hill he crashed a couple times. And then other than that, Wilson with another Heat win.
Yeah.
Didn't Hill crash twice in the same lap?
It was. He looked like he was drunk the way he was riding around.
He made it through, though, didn't he? Even after all that, he still qualified out of the heat?
Ooh.
I guess I don't remember that.
Zach, have you ever raced West Coast or not?
Nope, have not.
Have you been watching it thinking, like, man, I should have raced West Coast?
Honestly, yeah. I was pretty surprised some of the guys that have been qualifying out of the heat races. It seems like the guys at the front are faster, but it doesn't go as deep on the West Coast.
Yeah.
It kind of just drops off, and then
Well,
yeah. But like I think the front runners are
guys want to try to get experience out east. Like, there's only really, I guess it's, I don't know. I guess there's only really 3 guys that I see that could win. Out
yeah.
west. And hopefully out east there's more guys. I don't know I can't even think of who's racing out east, but
Yeah. Well, there's quite a few going east. I feel like not everybody on the East Coast is factory riders, but there's a lot of up and coming riders and a lot of riders that are going for rides that are fast. So I think East Coast is definitely the harder coast this year.
there's going to be a shitload of Minnesota people in that coast too.
Yeah, there will.
Because you and Jesse, Mitchell, Oldenburg, I don't know if Audette's doing it, but
You got
Jeremy Martin.
Alex Martin.
Yeah, Alex. There could be like 6 Minnesotans in a main event.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
That'd be pretty cool.
Taking over.
To answer your question, Jeff, he qualified, he got 5th in that heat race.
Yeah. He's pretty damn fast, and I think he'll straighten her out. He might get a win yet. We'll see.
Alrighty.
I think he'd have to get pretty damn lucky, though, to beat. It seems like Jason Anderson is bound and determined to. I mean, even when he's not winning or out front, he looks like he's going faster and trying harder than everyone else. So.
Yeah, I think he's on a roll right now because he just came into the season and he started winning everything right away. So I think his confidence is high, but hopefully, you never know. One bad race and you could start going the opposite way.
Yeah.
Well, especially now, he seems like he kind of has a target on his back a little bit. So.
Yeah, exactly.
He's rubbed a few guys the wrong way. That whole deal between Anderson and Stewart this last weekend, they were kind of passing that off as just a racing incident. I think if you go back and look at it, that was not just a racing incident.
Yeah, it looked like Malcolm was definitely trying to take him out.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about? Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, do you want to talk about that now?
Well, I don't care.
I got my 2 cents on it.
I'm just winging it here. I'm just
Oh.
my opinion on it is that if you go back to the corner before when Anderson gets into him, to me it was payback for that. And
Yeah.
granted that's racing, but
I'm pretty
for
sure
Wyndham to step in and say, "Oh, he didn't try to do that," bullshit. I mean,
I know. I thought that was
full-on
kind of
turned
weird that
into
he
him.
jumped to his defense right away. I didn't expect that, but.
All right.
It looked like Malcolm started to go to the inside right after that corner where Anderson passed him, and he was planning to come back on him from that, right from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he got into the corner, if you watch it, he stands the bike up and stops turning once he gets Anderson in front of him, and then he just mows right into him.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. I definitely think it was intentional.
And if I was reading the comments there, open mic or whatever, and Anderson was talking about it, and he didn't even seem that pissed about it. He's like, whatever, it's Supercross and shit happens. And
He seems to be a pretty level-headed, cool dude when it comes to that. So.
Because he knows he needs to shut his mouth or he's going to get the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Predator's gonna fuck him up.
All right, so here's what I saw is Stewart's going through the whoops. Anderson's coming up on his inside, right? And he hits like the last one, and he almost does like a little bit of a nose wheelie. So I don't know that he maybe meant to push him up that high. He just couldn't stop.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't think Anderson was. I don't think that was on purpose, nor was it all that bad.
But
I think he just assumed that Malcolm would just back off, but
Yeah.
it just didn't go that way. And then, but yeah, I think some people would think. I think they mentioned that since he's teammates with Seeley, that's why he did that.
Yeah, Emig brought that.
I don't
up.
think I don't think they do that stuff, but I think Malcolm was just repaying him for the corner before.
well, yeah, because it's like he runs him up, and then he doesn't like block him. I mean, he gets kind of pushed all the way around that corner, but then they jump that triple. Anderson looks back at him, and then it looks like Anderson jumps from like the left, and he jumps across to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know Stewart kind of ran it in a little bit, but I wonder if, because Anderson's leaning over on him quite a bit. So I wonder if Anderson didn't like hit Stewart's handlebars, or you know what I mean? Because his bike all of a sudden stands up, and then he gets punted.
Mm-hmm. I think Malcolm knew he was going to go to the inside there. I mean, why would Anderson not? He's just defending his line.
Exactly.
I thought Anderson's line there looked a little funny because I don't think I'd seen anyone do that rhythm the whole night. Triple to the inside like that.
Okay.
Is that just me or?
He must have known that Malcolm was just going to go right back in there, so on the inside. So he was just trying to protect it. So he just sent it.
I think it's awesome. I was excited.
Well, I mean, look at that. It gives us the points are even up, and Dean Wilson got a little closer. So I don't know. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep.
Normally, I couldn't give two shits about.
I think dirt bikes in general are awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm with
Dirt
Zack.
bike racing is awesome.
I just like that he didn't just let him go by. It's like fucking run it in on him and bump him, or I'm not into the taking him out, but I think maybe he ran it in and I think it was him leaning in and Stewart running it in, just kind of. I don't think he drove in there to punt him off the track like that.
I would have liked to have heard the conversation after the race.
That would have been good. I guess what else we had in that LCQ, we kind of talked about it already, that Dazal or however you say his last name. That dude's getting the hole shots, but that's about it. I think he hole shotted his heat race too, and then he fell back to like 14th or something, and then in the whoops there in the LCQ, he was definitely having a hard go at it.
Yeah, I think LCQ, it's all about the start. You don't even need to be the fastest guy or even the top 4 fastest guys. If you just get a hole shot, you can usually just block them because it's
only
only
four laps, yeah.
Yeah, and they take 4 now instead of 2, so
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing 20 riders.
I think I fast forwarded right through the LCQ because there wasn't any top names in it.
It was actually kind of entertaining.
I like to watch. I like it when there's guys that should be in the main event, and they're just stressing out big time because they're in the LCQ, and I like to see them, either flop or not flop, I guess.
Kind of like
the only thing I don't like about them.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about them taking 22 guys to the main these days is I really miss seeing guys lined up next to a tough block on the line. I always thought that was funny as hell.
I think it makes the LCQ less entertaining too.
Yeah, it definitely
now
does.
Take 4 spots instead of 2 spots. People are just going for it.
Yep.
Well, you know, Jason, the tough blocks are like in the past they were the 21st rider, and now they're the 23rd rider because they've taken out quite a few people out there.
See, they're moving back. Poor guys.
That's not good. Yeah, I'm looking at the LCQ results, and I don't recognize any of these guys. But it's all right. I think that's it for little bikes. Unless you guys got something else.
Yeah, I was just looking at that crash with Malcolm and Anderson, and that rhythm that Anderson did. I noticed that Reed was doing it too, but Reed was jumping to the outside, and Anderson jumps from the far left, and he kind of, I'm sure he was trying to block the line, and jumps right over into Malcolm. And then Malcolm's crash is hilarious. How he just falls over and hits that stupid barrel in the face. I got a kick out of that. That's all. I got to take a leak. I'll mute my microphone.
Yes, please do. Please do.
I'm gonna turn the camera on and bring you with. Give you a first-person perspective of what it's like to be me. About to get real depressing.
Oh man, that's fucking funny. Yeah, Zach. I think the first time we had me, Jason, and Jeff on, Jeff's like, "Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom," and yeah, the audio was coming in pretty clear. So it's pretty funny. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of bummed on Seeley just kind of tucking the wheel there with only a couple to go. I guess that kind of you pretty much led the whole thing, right? I don't remember how he finished after that first lap. I ain't gonna be able to check, but uh-oh. Is that Jeff back?
I'm back also.
Is everyone still here?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, I gotta give a shout out to somebody right
Is
quick.
it just everybody taking off at the same time?
Let her go, buddy.
So apparently,
Oh boy.
Nick Jackson thinks he's gonna win the 450 East Coast Series. So what do you guys think about that?
Oh boy.
Oh,
He's another
boy.
one that we forgot to mention. We were talking about all the Minnesota boys. He's riding a 450?
I don't know.
Yeah, 450. He's gonna come in hot apparently.
Why does he want to do that? That seems like it'd be harder.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll ask him for you guys.
Tell him what the hell.
I'm trying to figure out if it was him that was, because somebody was texting me here a little bit ago, but I don't know who it was. And but he's gonna have to pick up some speed because he wasn't all that faster than I was at the sandbox this last weekend.
Oh, damn.
I thought that
I'm starting wars. It's fun.
you picked up the pace that much, Jason. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm super bummed I didn't get to go. I'm kind of pissed that I was lazy and didn't get my bike ready.
I have to get Nick on here. I talked to him a long time ago about me starting something like this, but
Oh, apparently Nick's in it for the money. That's why.
Oh, yeah, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense because if you just make the night show, you get paid quite a bit.
Yeah. Plus, you got twice the opportunity, I guess, with the semis and stuff. So, but
Yep,
that's still pretty damn hard. I mean, what, top 4 or top 5 is what you got to get? That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
oh, I forgot who was. Oh no. Brain farting.
Hey, what were you saying, Scotty, about Steely tipping over?
Hang on, I got a side note. You guys are talking about money. So we're watching the arena cross, and this guy, the guy that won the lights class, I'm brain farting again on his name, but so he's for sure in the lights main, which is right after the LCQ for the big bikes. So he's running in second place. They take the top 2, and he comes by his mechanic, and his mechanic's kind of giving him like the head nod, and he like looks over, nods his head back. He pulls over on the start straight, lets the guy in third by, and then he tucks in right behind him, and then finishes the last 2 laps. So if you get third in your LCQ, it's like your tough luck award or whatever they call it. So you get $200. So the guy gets $200 from that, and then he goes out and wins the lights main. So I don't know if or why you would do that. Maybe.
So he ducked out of the big bike or the arena cross LCQ to get third to make $200, and then went out and
won the lights class. Yeah.
That's just good business.
So I mean, I don't know what you get to make the main in the big bike class. I mean,
it must be less than $200.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it if you're, I don't know, I mean, that's a lot of racing if you're doing, I think they're 20 laps for the little bikes, and then you got 2 15 laps for the big bikes, and then it's pretty much one right after the other. So I don't know. I just thought, I was just kind of laughing. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
So wouldn't it be hilarious if there was like a bunch of guys trying to go slower than the other guys to try to get third place? Fighting over losing positions?
I don't. Do you know who Daniel Blair is? Ever heard of that name?
Yeah, he's that singer dude or whatever. He's in a band, main event.
Yeah. So he was out there. I don't know if. I have no idea what happened. I would assume that he didn't get hurt because, I mean, he qualified for both races, and gate drops, and he just does what I used to do, just kind of wheelie out there and let everybody go. And he does like 2 laps, and then he pulls into the pits and sits there on his bike and waits till it's over. That's what he did for both classes.
How pissed off is the guy that he beat in the freaking qualifier? Goes out there and doesn't even try.
So, I mean, I don't know if... I would assume if you got hurt, then, I don't know. You'd have to at least sneak into one and then have to try to race your way into the other one, But who knows? But anyway, back to Seeley kind of tucking the front wheel with only a couple laps to go. It's kind of a bummer, but...
Well, I was thinking about that too. Like, Anderson's gotten... Well, he got a gift from Dean Wilson. So Wilson was kind of owed... Wilson had a win last week, stolen from him, or whatever, 2 weeks ago in Oakland. So I thought that was fitting that Seeley gave it to him on the last lap there, or the last couple laps or whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, it tightened up the points. I mean, I don't know how far back Wilson is, but it's like 12 or something.
Yeah, it's not too far. I know those other guys are. It's tied up now, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna take a look. Oh man, that's too much math. Let's see here. It is. So they both have 109, and he's 97. So yeah, he's 12 back.
Did you just do that on a fucking calculator?
Yeah. And I am not ashamed to admit that. I am. I just got your message, Jason. Welcome back.
I didn't even know how to do it on a calculator, so don't worry about it. From 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Hey, Jason's back, Scott.
I got too many windows open.
I must be getting another bad signal here.
Is it cutting out on you? All right.
Oh, no.
What happened? Why the dead silence?
I'm here.
I don't know.
You still with us, Zach?
Great radio, bro.
No.
Oh, no. Did California just fall off into the ocean?
God, let's hope. Then we don't have another round of Supercross. Sorry, Zach.
Zach
I hope you're okay.
First.
I think the grindstone. They need to up their Wi-Fi.
They need to get another hamster on the wheel.
All right, let's see if we can't get Zack back in here.
Is that all you
What
had
did you
on
say?
your
Obviously,
likes
you
list?
pissed him off.
I know, and we just started too.
Well, I think it'll be cool if he's willing to come back on after he races one of these rounds.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. All right, let's add him back. Oh, this is brutal.
Probably had to go restart his. Oh, there we go.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Maybe.
We're not very good at carrying this show once Scotty quits talking.
I know, and
Yeah,
I gotta take. You
I
guys.
did it before just fine when Scott left. I carried it just fine. So bite me.
You have to carry it again. Sorry.
Well, I will also give a shout out to Nick Jackson tonight, and he called me out. He was faster than me last weekend. I'll give him that.
He's just lucky I wasn't there.
Why? Were you gonna
Well,
throw something at him, or?
Dude, I'm stepping up my game.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You should see
Are you?
Did you see my badass hour meter mount? That thing is custom, and I'm gonna sell those.
You really don't pay attention at all when I text you, do you?
Yeah, you texted back looks good or some shit.
Well, then obviously I saw it.
Yeah, well, I mean, did you really see it though? I mean, did you take it in? Did you fully appreciate
Man,
it?
I zoomed in so damn far on that thing.
You know,
Yes,
it took me
I appreciated it.
it took me at least 8 or 9 minutes to make it. So
I figured it must have been pretty fast because, it was pretty early in the morning for you to be showing me pictures of your completed project that we were talking about the night before at the bar.
dude, I don't fuck around. I mean, when I
guess
get
not.
something in my head, I go and do it.
I'm the same way. If I get a thought at 11 o'clock at night, I get out of bed and go take care of it.
I got a bunch more aluminum too, so I can make a bunch more of them if you want one. 'Cause don't you have that bolt above your gas tank too?
Yeah, but I kind of like mine where it is. I don't want
Yes.
to be able to see it when I'm riding. I don't care enough.
Did Zack make
are
it back
Are
in?
you with us? Hello?
His picture's there.
Yeah.
First to California.
Let's see here.
What is this? I can pin him? Ooh, I pinned him.
Whoa, hang on now. This is a family show.
Give me a little
Or
more
maybe it's
credit
not.
than
I
that.
don't know.
I don't call my
What do
own
you
dick a
mean?
pin. That's just what women call it.
Oh, that's right. It's more like a light switch.
Oh, fucking A. I don't know why I.
Do you think those black light switches are just a little bit bigger?
The brown ones? They probably are. I think it's just the color.
It's an optical illusion.
It depends. It depends on if you put the black or the brown base around them or if you put the white one on there.
I like to run mine without a base because it makes it look bigger.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Just like I trim the shrub to make the stump look bigger.
Occasionally, I've said I trim the tree to make the bush look bigger, but that was a slip up.
Yes,
I've
I know.
never actually
That's
done that.
just painful.
Oh, you guys, are you with us?
Or are you against us?
It's like I see him, but I don't hear him.
Did you mute him?
I just checked. Everything looks good on this end.
I see you talking, but I can't hear the words.
Yeah.
What's next on your list there, Scotty? We keep going.
How did
What was that?
how did what just happened?
I think someone's taking a leak.
No, not me.
Not me. How'd you guys do on your fantasy picks?
Horseshit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did equally horseshitish.
Let's take a quick look.
I think I got connection now. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Hey!
Yeah. Damn you, Google.
Yeah, this connection is good sometimes. It's terrible the others.
You probably shouldn't talk shit about our setup for doing this. Probably not a good idea.
Talking shit about Google?
Yeah. God, this shit sucks.
Yeah, this fucking free software is just bullshit.
Oh, man.
You know what else I hate? Free air. I hate air.
I know. The
God.
shit I buy is so much better.
Ooh, hey. Here we go. Nick Jackson just chimed in. Hopefully he just sent this, but he wants to know what class is Jason trying to go for at Loretta's.
A slow class? No, I will be trying to qualify in Vet BC. That's before Christ, which means we're very old.
Don't what's the junior? What's the plus 25?
That's bullshit.
Isn't that what it's called though? Isn't it a
Yeah,
junior
it's plus
or something?
25 junior, and it's all a bunch of A-riders that are like ex-pros.
Fuck them up.
Sorry, I tried in 09, and I was very discouraged in the plus 25 junior class. Actually, Zach, you were at that race. It was at Little Falls, the 09 Loretta's qualifier.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I believe there's a photograph of my little brother running you over.
Oh, I do remember that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a play-by-play photo.
Yep.
Of
It's
me
like a
just
little
hitting the ground.
sequence of Matt running you down.
oh, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
Nick wants to know if you need a mechanic.
Ah.
I always need a mechanic.
You asking me or someone else?
I'm thinking he's talking about Jason.
Oh,
He just wants
gotcha.
a free trip to Loretta's.
Nothing wrong with that.
That
Yeah,
might be
why
it.
not? I'd take it. Yes, we need mechanics because I'm not working on
Yes,
Jason's
of
bike
course
for
we
him.
need. Yeah, when has that ever happened?
No shit. Well, and
Pretty
plus,
sure
I
I
think
usually
we're
end
in
up
the same
working on
class.
everybody else's bike. Well, then there's that too. Well,
That's-
if Nick was listening a couple weeks ago, he knows I was looking for an umbrella girl, so he's in.
What Zach, do you get in on any of the fantasy Supercross?
I do not know.
Oh man, you're missing out.
What? You have to be top 100 points to be able to.
Your name's on the list.
Is it? I thought you had to be in the. I thought you had to have a
Oh,
pro
yeah,
number
you're
to be
on
on
the
the
list.
list.
No, you are.
All right, well, I'm with-
No, on the Rocky Mountain Fantasy, you're on the list.
Yep.
You and Jesse are both on there.
all right.
I don't. So if you ever race 450,
Yeah, let me know because I'll pick you as my wild card.
All right.
so you haven't heard the Rocky Mountain Fantasy Supercross? You know anything about that?
I know about the fantasy stuff, but I wasn't sure Rocky Mountain or anything like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to pick the.
Usually the riders don't
Get
play.
in. Oh fuck! You could be the spoiler. But
He gets to pick himself, and then he can just go and get that position.
you could.
He picked himself for the wild card.
Yeah. Like, can you?
But it's only for 450s though.
Oh,
Can
that's
you?
right.
Oh no.
You know, I was kind of wondering if they'd change it up once in a while, and if it would be all 450s all year, or if they would switch back and forth. But
I think it'd be even tougher.
oh yeah, it would be way tougher.
I think we're gonna lose him again.
Yeah, I think they just need to leave it alone.
So what I had for my picks are... No, don't laugh at me. I went out on the limb.
Because mine are so much better.
I went out on the limb for RV to finish first. I thought Justin Barsha would finish second. I had Dungey for third, Reed for fourth, Ken Roxon fifth, and my only win for the week was my 9th place wild card with Andrew Short. That's the only thing I got.
Well, that's one more than I got. Mine was actually pretty close to yours, I think. My wild card, I picked Eli Tomac, but that didn't work out so well. Somebody shot his tire out.
I was all jacked up. I guess I didn't think Pike would finish 5th, but
Who the hell would have picked Reed for a win? I mean, I thought his win that he got at A2 was kind of
I would have picked Reed, honestly. I think Reed's on a roll now.
Yeah, well, I hope he is, dude. I'm a huge Reed fan, but I just, I don't want to get expecting him to win and then get all disappointed when he goes out there and gets the 2nd or a 3rd or whatever. But yeah. I was so fucking pumped to see that. That was just cool.
I think from now on, I would be betting on him, at least for podiums.
Yeah, he definitely made me more of a believer this week. I mean, he was definitely in command of that race.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much start to
like
finish.
Not let pressure get to him.
Let's see what else we got to chit chat about on the big bikes.
Hey, Zach, you there?
Yep. Oh yeah.
I always think that like all the Minnesota dudes like bro down at the races. Like, do you talk to anyone else when you're there, or it's just your team, or I mean, do you hang out with like? I mean, do you even know Dungey or anyone that's from Minnesota or the Martins?
I mean, like when you pass by and like you say hey, but usually everybody at the race is just doing their deal because everything happens so quickly on race day.
I always feel like these like Dungey, someone who's had tons
I know
of
a lot
success.
of other people from.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to him here and there, but usually, like nobody bothers anybody.
So like Dungey doesn't reach out to you, being you're from Minnesota, and like says, hey, if you need a place to ride, come, right here. Or...
Nope, that's not the case. Which I don't expect him to either. He's there to focus on his deal, and I'm there to do mine.
I'll go ahead and say it. Not cool, Ryan Dungey. Not cool.
Whoa. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. So this could get ugly.
How about the new Angry Dunge? What do you think about this dude, man? He's out there just pissed and kicking people's asses and crashing.
I know. I honestly think it might have to do with Roxon, because his teammate is. I mean, he's out there kicking his butt, and I think Dungey's like not wanting that to happen, so he's going for it.
God, Zach, you got to come around more often. You and me agree on pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think it was good too. Like, I mean, he got 20th.
So I think right now Dungey's frustrated, but I think towards the end of the season he's gonna have a really big stride. He just has to get all this out of the way.
Yeah, because his clutch broke off, the grip fell off. It was kind of banged up there.
Yeah, he really wadded that thing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of with
if you
Zach
look
on
at
this
it,
one, dude.
No, you can't.
I think
really
that.
Whoa.
This connection is hard to manage. I think Zach's hearing me a little later than I'm hearing him.
Raise your hand, Jeff. Go ahead.
Probably.
I wish there should be a button for that. I have the conch. All right.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I said conch. That's a Lord of the Flies reference. You're too young.
Oh.
Yeah,
Me? Last
you're
I checked, I'm older than you.
Whatever. I'm an old soul, Jason. No, I'm with Zach on this. I think that Dungey's gonna get. He's riding kind of wild right now, but I think he needs a little bit of that and to like just kind of experience. Everyone's bagging on him for not being aggressive and shit, but I mean, I think he's probably figured out that Anaheim 3 is probably not the best place to get aggressive, with the shitty dirt. But
Yeah,
I like that
this past weekend
he's
was
getting
not
fired
the
up, and I
place
think
to
it's
do
going to
it.
help him out. He'll at least command a little bit of respect out there when he's out there riding around, and if nothing else, make people, worry a little bit about trying to go around him.
Nope, I think,
There.
yeah.
I'd agree.
I'm done.
I have the conch now. Scott, would you like it?
No, I was just going to say, I mean, I like it that he got 20th because he crashed out pretty much. But, I guess I'd rather see him maybe go down trying, than to ride around in 4th or 5th,
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense at all, but it's just like, I don't know. Well, I guess Villapoto kind of had off weekend, I guess, but 3rd, but if Villapoto's, if he's winning all the time, getting 2nd or 3rd is not going to do you any good, other than you're going to finish 2nd or 3rd. But
I think this year more than ever, you're probably better off just trying to make it through the race, shoot for podiums, because, we're at that point where we don't have any idea who's going to win every week.
I
thought it was
think-
pretty obvious
think
that
this
Villapoto was
this
going to
weekend.
take.
what was that?
What was that, Zach?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I think Villapoto played it smart. I think he could have put a charge on at the end, but I think he was just content with 3rd because there's so much more racing in the 450 class left.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that was kind of the plan there for him, and it was smart to do it because he's never all that good on a slippery track. So I kind of expected him to take it easy.
Can I chime in with my 2 cents on that?
I guess so.
I think that's bullshit. I think RV not being good on the hard pack is 100% bullshit.
I think so.
I do. Yep.
Now
he was
good in Phoenix.
So next week or out east, can Reed be like, yeah, I didn't win because the track was too ruddy. Yeah, that's why I got 3rd. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're not comfortable on it.
I think Villapoto just didn't push as hard as he could have because of that.
What the hell was that?
Dude,
I think if he wanted to, he probably could have pushed it and himself not crashing out. But
I'm not necessarily saying that it's that big of a difference where he's good, he's not good here, he's great here, whatever. Everybody's going to tell you if they didn't win that there's a reason for it, that, I was taking it easy. But, history kind of shows that he's going to, if he's sitting good in points, why go out there and try to kill yourself? That's all I'm saying.
Right. I don't know.
I think in the past, he was he only had really one main competitor the last couple of years, and I don't think his attitude of, crash spectacularly while pushing for the lead and still come, basically he was able to give up a lot of points in the past and still come back and win the title, but I think it's going to be a hell of a lot harder this year if he were to do that. I mean, if he were to DNF like he did a couple of years ago in Jacksonville, or DNS, or DNQ, I guess, he'd never be able to make it up, I don't think, in this field. It'd be way too tough.
Yeah, there's no way.
Or if you go down off the start or something, I mean, you're going to come back to 5th or 6th, maybe. You're not going to come back to 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
So maybe not even 5th or 6th. I mean, you might even have a lot harder time than that getting up there. But it's just like we were talking about the fantasy. You got 5 people. There's more than 5 people that you always leave someone off the list if you're trying to pick the top 5. Someone who should be up there. So it's so tough to figure out. There's so many good guys. Like you go back to, I don't know, 16th place probably, and they're all big names.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe we can start back at the beginning with Heat 1 with Tomac, he was back. I don't even remember how we finished in that heat race.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Well, why don't someone pay attention to the races like me?
Ah,
I'm watching it right now, but
I'm watching Too Fast, Too Furious.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's only because the remote is way over there on the couch and I haven't gone to get it.
He got fourth. Fourth, and I guess the surprise I thought was Weston Pike finishes third.
Yeah, he was looking pretty damn good.
Can anyone tell me what is up with his front number plate? Is that vented? Or is he...
Yeah,
it's full vent.
Yeah, it's a full vent.
I'm looking at it and it's like this nice off-white and everyone else is this bright white. I'm like...
He's running B class.
Nice. What else we got? Barsha goes down in the first turn. Roxon wins. Bike third.
Yeah, Barsha fell off his bike, and his bike just kind of thought it would keep going. It just about made the corner.
So what do you do in that situation? Like, if I was Barsha, he looked like he started charging hard afterward. Don't you just kind of use that as practice then, because you know you're not going to catch up to the top four?
If it were me and I was at that level, I would just bust out whips.
Yeah, I mean
the rest of the race.
Yeah, get a nice little practice session in, and then get ready for the semi.
Feeling the flow.
I would do that too, but I cannot whip. So.
Uh-oh. Zach, are you still with us? Oh no.
I'm starting to get worried about Zack.
I hear a ding on the Google thing. That's why I wonder.
Freaking Google.
Man, that's it. I'm going to Firefox. Oh man. Hang on here.
Maybe you should buy the paid service, Scott. And maybe that'd be better.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're on the trial version.
Emphasis on you.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. I'm sure it's a business write-off.
Hang on, we lost him again.
Well, son of a bitch.
What is J?
So anyway, Jason, I figured I maybe should tell you now since we're here, and so everyone can hear if they're interested in doing something. I want to do the Tigerton, Wisconsin qualifier and the Little Falls qualifiers.
Okay.
So that's my plan. I've got Thursday, Friday, Monday off around those races. So
you're going with the same plan I had. So
yeah.
Perfect.
Mostly because I don't want to drive 600
Awesome.
miles to a qualifier.
Exactly.
I wonder.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. So that's good.
And what's your little group? You got some sort of group started for this whole thing, so people can kind of tag along.
Yeah, I started a group on Facebook. It's Northland MX. I think everybody here was invited, but
I declined it.
Just trying to get. Yeah, you dick. I was just trying to get a feel for who's interested, because all of a sudden last week it kind of blew up that some people heard that we were trying to do it, and and kind of had some bandwagon jumpers. So
we got to be careful with that. We don't need any more competition in our class.
I realize that. That's why if you look at that list, there's nobody that will be competing in our class.
Good call.
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get you out of my class.
Well, that's why I figure I won't go to Little Falls if I qualify at Tigerton.
Yeah, I won't either. So.
All right, keep talking.
Have you heard from Caleb yet? Is he interested, or is he just talking?
I have not heard from Caleb. I don't know. Is he back from Mexico? Did he make it home?
I think he came home. I don't think they kept him.
No.
I know it's his homeland,
Son
but
of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know for sure what the plan is there, or with anybody else that kind of chimed in and said that they were interested in doing it. I don't know. Right now, I'm sticking with you're my guy because I know you're as committed as I am. So,
Do you guys have a backup plan? Like, say you don't get in at Little Falls, is there another region you can go try and get in, or?
yeah, I think
Well-
there's 2 more after that.
yeah, there's another qualifier in Iowa, I believe, and then another one in Missouri the next 2 weeks after Little Falls. But that's kind of the idea of going to Tigerton. Tigerton, Wisconsin is the week before Little Falls. So the idea is to try to go there, get qualified, and then we don't even have to do Little Falls.
Okay, so Tigerton is how it's.
Yep. And it's spelled just like it sounds. It's kind of by Madison.
Yeah, I expect you to be there, Scotty.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking right down the road.
You better be there in full force.
Let's see.
When are those again? Those are in April and May, right? Or are they in May? They're both in May. Yes.
I'm
I think
trying
they're
to.
both in May.
I think they're both in May. I think
Yeah.
Tigerton is the second week and Little Falls is the third week. Is that right?
I think it's 1st and 2nd, isn't it? I think it's like the 4th and 5th, and then the
Okay.
7th and, or no, I mean then the 11th and 12th.
It could be. I'm going completely from memory here, so
Dude, that's.
we all
Are
know
you?
how my memory works.
Are you guys sure that that's north
What?
of Madison? Right?
Yeah, so it might be the 3rd, 4th, 10th,
I didn't
11th.
say it was in Madison. I said it was kind of near Madison.
Well, it's only like 300 miles from here, so.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh,
Music
jeez.
time.
I can't find it. Is
Sing
this
it,
place got a
Scott.
website? I'm trying to find this place.
I forget what the name of the track is.
It's
I
Tigerton
don't know.
Motocross Park. It's a pretty
Is
cool
it?
looking track, and I know, like, you were saying, Jason, that a lot of the guys from around here have been there, so.
Yeah, I think there was a qualifier there last year. So I know Alex Linders was there and several other people. MX Matt was down there.
Here we go. May 3rd through the 5th is the Loretta Lynn's qualifier.
Imagine that, I was wrong again.
What did you say it was?
I said it was like second or third week or something like that.
Man, I think we might have lost Zack.
What was your first clue?
I sent him an invite.
Poor guy.
Fuck, that's like halfway across Wisconsin. That's right, your neck of the woods, isn't it, Scotty?
I'm right by the lake. I'm like maybe 20, 30 miles from the lake.
By Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
All right, never mind then.
Cause it's north of.
Yeah, it's kind of by Wausau. It's like east of Wausau.
Oh man, you guys, it's too far. I can't go.
It's that far north?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
Just gonna have to take a little commitment on my part to come cheer you guys on.
I think what we're learning here is don't ever trust me with anything.
What did you say it was by Madison?
I thought it was by Madison.
Fuck, it's on the same longitudinal line as Madison, maybe, but about 300 miles north of Madison.
All right, shut up. I already admitted I was wrong. I don't have to make it worse, you dick.
All right, Zach's trying to get back in here. But yeah, we'll have to run up there. That'd be kind of cool. I could breathe the umbrella person for the day.
There you go.
Better get some implants.
There's no map. Contact us with no map. But all right. What else we want to talk about? We got Heat 1 out of the way. Anything exciting in Heat 2? Alessi tags Stewart. That was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, he was hauling ass through the whoops and then loses his rear leg.
Yeah.
And then just tease up Stewart. That was pretty funny. Then Stewart gives him a little like, what the hell? Little look back off the next jump.
Nick chimed in. He said Pike's plate is a flow plate. I think that's what that was. I get these weird chimes, and I don't know what the hell what they mean.
I think that's funny because when I was listening to the one you guys did last week without me, I was listening to you guys and like you'd say something and I'd want to correct you so bad, and I'm like, I was thinking of if I was listening to this live right now, I'd be fucking on your ass about your statistics being wrong. And
that's the cool part about bench racing. Oh man, this isn't cool. I might have ended Zack's deal. All right, you guys are gonna have to keep talking.
Jason's gone. It's just me.
Where's Jason?
He went to pee and cry.
So I think what happened is I kicked Zack out so he could get in, and it asked me if I wanted to block him, and I said no, and now it won't let him in. It says he's not allowed.
Can other people add him? We should really get this shit figured out. By we, I mean you again. Because I don't even know what I'm doing.
I don't know why it's not working, though.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
It's all...
Hey,
yeah, it'd be nice if we could pause it.
So you said that the video is only for you and me and Jason? Or can Nick
No, so like right now, I got it set up so there's another thing going over the top of the video. So like the circle, that's what I'm only going to show. So like right now you might be getting an eye and a nose. Yep, I see your mouth. It's coming through now.
What do you mean? An eye and a nose? I'm confused. You're not making any sense.
So like when you talk and it's just that circle with your image, that's all that I got showing through on my end on my computer. I'm doing we're broadcasting live, but then I'm recording it on my other computer, and I put like a Talkin Moto podcast and a few other things on there.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
What?
Are you not getting the little notes from Jason?
That dinging noise? That means we're messaging each other.
Yeah, see, I'm not seeing that on my end.
Oh.
I wonder if it's because I'm not sure
You're
why.
missing out on some great humor.
Yes. I told you he had to pee and cry.
No, there's a reason that I messaged it and didn't say, hey, I'm going to go pee and cry.
What's the fun in that?
The whole world knows.
Everybody pees, Jason. Nothing to be ashamed
Yeah,
of.
but not everybody cries.
Well, most of us
Nobody's
do.
supposed to know that I cry.
I'm trying to figure out this fucker. Damn it. Alright.
Well, so,
Why is that?
hey, why was Deanna Dahlgren, like, part of the broadcast crew? Not that I'm complaining, but what happened there? Yeah, wasn't she? Didn't she sit down in the chair and shit and talk to people?
No, that was some other chick.
Didn't she talk to Millsaps?
No, that was some
That
other
was
chick.
someone else.
And then
Oh my
she got
God,
sick
really?
and couldn't do it anymore.
I should have probably watched it then. I just fast forwarded through it and it just looked like her.
Oh, it was still pretty terrible. So you didn't miss anything.
What do you mean, like, as if it was Deanna, it would have been terrible? You jerk. I think she gets nervous on camera because she was a lot better during the. They had her up in the booth during qualifying, and she was. I don't know. She was talking about how she was riding.
Well, it seems like I hate to bang her too much, and I probably do way too much. But
did you just say I hate to bang her?
Yeah.
I would love to bang her too
Okay.
much. But it just seems like that they don't prepare her at all for anything, so she seems terribly unprepared, and it's just uncomfortable to sit there and listen to her struggle through it.
Well, I hate the whole fucking Twitter thing anyway. Like,
Oh, I agree too. Who cares what idiots at home are doing?
Yeah.
Especially when they didn't put your naked ass on TV.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure no one even realized that was my ass, apparently.
Apparently not.
But still, it's just like they try to ram that thing in there just as to try to get more Twitter followers.
Yeah, and it's the same way with their stupid poll that they always do. It's like those numbers on the screen aren't official. They're sitting there acting like it's the Bible. It's like, I don't know. All that stuff is just stupid. We're here.
I think it just pisses me off because I don't know how to use Twitter.
Well, I know how to use Twitter, and it still pisses me off. So.
Okay.
Did you guys get Zach's email?
I did get an email.
Try sending that to him. See if he gets it.
Sending what to him?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I messaged an email. Like how Jason went to the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Zach's.
Yeah. What about it?
Can you add someone?
Yeah.
Try sending him one.
Read me his email. I mean, maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't you get it?
I sent it.
I don't remember it though.
Can't you pull it up? Because I'm looking at it right now. Oh, all I can do is.
Yeah, but it doesn't show it.
Fucking Google.
Great radio, bro.
Zach, we're trying.
Speaking of that, I've been listening to that, and DV's been on the Pulp Mech show the last 2 weeks, and he's fucking hilarious.
Nick says that you should send him an invite right now, Scott, because he's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything, so he can come on. I was doing things, and I came on.
Yeah, but I had to call you.
That's right. I did forget about it. But still, I dropped what I was doing.
I know, but you're a regular.
Oh, yeah, that's
You're
right.
a member of the team. You're not a guest.
Well, check it out. I can just send him right here. I just added the shit out of him.
You did add the shit out of him. This is going to be the longest podcast.
It's all right.
Oh, I forgot to add Zack, though.
And it's full of nothing. It's just bullshit. But, hey, Scott, by the way, congratulations on hitting the 100 mark last week.
Dude, I think I had a buddy share it, or something happened.
I don't know. I was like, it was pretty impressive when I saw that, though.
What happened to you?
We hit the 100 mark on YouTube.
Oh, it tells me that I couldn't add. Yeah, you must have blocked him.
It said he's not blocked, but he said his internet's pretty slow. Dang it. All right, so we're down a guy. Zach Williams.
Son of a bitch. Well, thanks for coming on, Zach. It was a blast. We'll get you back again.
All right, let's see if this works now. Trying to get someone else in here.
I think that's funny that I didn't realize that Cole Seaton's dad was part owner in New Look. But I know, Lyndon's dating Michelle Cody, and I'm pretty sure she's stepsisters to Cole Seaton. Is that making any sense, Jason?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because Cole Seaton used to race. I know.
Yeah.
And his dad had a graphics company. I don't know if it was if it was a 4MX.
That was 4MX, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's see.
It's such a small world,
Isn't it?
especially the
though?
motocross world.
I know, it's kind of ridiculous.
Uh-oh. What else? Albertson, he wins the semi with a nose wheelie.
The good old boner air.
Yeah, why all of a sudden are we calling it an air wheelie? What a dumb name. It's a boner air. Call it what it is. I don't care if it's on primetime TV. It's after 9 o'clock. They should be able to swear.
That's funny.
You know, I like Kevin Windham in the booth. What did you guys think?
You say you did like or you didn't like?
I did not.
Yeah, he seemed a little bit uncomfortable. I think I remember from last year that the more he did, the better he got. But I don't even remember what the question was. But there for a while, Ralph asked him the same question like
It
four
was
times.
what
And
are you thinking when you go down in the first turn?
Yeah, that's right.
And he wouldn't answer. He was like a
He
fucking
wouldn't
politician. I was shocked by it. I'm like, damn it, Kevin, answer the fucking question. I was yelling at my TV going, every time I've crashed, the first thing I think is, get the fuck back on the bike and go. Like, as fast as you can, get going. You know, you don't think about whether you're hurt or not. You just
First
go.
thing I think is, yeah, I'm thinking, God, I wonder who's going to run me over. But
Yeah,
it didn't happen until earlier this summer when Caleb shoved his bike up my ass.
Oh no.
I know, I saw it. It was pretty gruesome.
It was bad.
Oh shoot! All right, we're spiraling out of control.
What happened? Nicky
Never
can't
been.
get on that?
I don't know. I just sent him one. We can't get Zack back in here. We're gonna be moving the show over to Firefox for next week. We're done with this shit.
I don't want to download another app. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not downloading another app either. So you might be all alone there, brother.
Ah, damn it. All right. What else? Weimer goes down. Barsha wins. That's semi 2.
Remember went down? How come I don't remember that? Oh, I'm watching semi 2. So, is anyone else baffled by the fact that Chad Reed can go out there and have a hard time passing Jake Weimer in a heat race, and then can win a main event?
A little bit.
Do you think he just doesn't try as hard in heats? Like he just goes out there and just qualifies, and that's good enough?
I think that's part of it.
I mean, he's kind of always been that way, where he doesn't really light the world on fire in qualifying and practice and shit. But
Yeah.
it's just, you'd think a guy that's capable of winning main events would have no trouble winning heat races where, you know, the field's cut in half.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, like you said, I think he's just got that attitude that as long as he's qualified and he's in, that's good enough.
But that's so weird from like a racer's perspective, where a guy that he doesn't want to let anyone believe, you know, as a racer, you don't want to let anyone believe that they can beat you. And yet they do it all the time in heat races. I mean, he hardly ever wins.
Yeah.
And he doesn't let it bother him, and apparently the competition doesn't gain any confidence from it, or if they do, he just squashes it in the main event. But
Did you guys see what he put on Twitter? I think it was yesterday.
again, I don't know how to
said,
use Twitter.
I don't know what there is to use, Jeff. All you got to do is follow people, and then you can read what they say. That's all there is to it.
Well, there's a bunch of bullshit at the end of every comment, a bunch of fucking pound sign, pound sign, pound sign. And I can't even read the comment. Like,
Well, I agree. Some people need to get their shit together
it's
because
really
it's hard to read what
convoluted
they
and
say.
stupid looking.
But anyway, Chad Reed said he asked if anybody knew of a bank that he could rob so he could hire this guy, and then he had a picture of Ken Roxon.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yep.
So maybe a little bit of a look to the future there, possibly.
I think, isn't it, what's his nuts that Mathis keeps thinking that Roxon's going to be wooed by Factory Cowie?
Yeah.
And that would make sense, but that leaves Weimer kind of out to dry.
I saw today that he made some comment about somebody else testing his bike. I didn't see who that was.
Someone was on Weimer's
Someone was
bike?
testing Chad Reed's bike today.
Probably Weston Pike, I'm sure of it.
Might have been. I don't know. I didn't look at the picture.
See, and how come all the pictures are posted to Instagram? What's that about?
That's kind of the whole idea, is that you don't have it all taken up by pictures, I guess. I don't know. You've reached the limits of my Twitter
Dude,
knowledge.
I fucking hate it. That's all I got to say.
Hang on.
Scott, enlighten us. You're the smart one here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another social media, so I'm not too big on Instagram, but I mean, you can post something on Instagram and then have it post to your Twitter and then post to your Facebook.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I'm into the Twitter, not so much into Instagram. But it is weird, you can post something on there, like I'll post a photo of a shirt or something that I did, and then it'll pop up, someone from frickin' Australia likes your photo, and it's like, well, yeah, I'm like, how in the hell did you find me, and what the hell?
No.
But all right, that's the semi. Anything happen in LCQ? Matt Moss won. The only thing I was bummed about, and I wish Zack would have been able to stay. That Nick Schmidt guy, is that how you say his last name? I think I've seen that video, and he's out riding with him. Out at Milestone, I think. So I was kind of bummed he missed it. I think he missed it by 1. So, but other than that, I think that's about it.
Is anybody else ready to shove an ice pick into their ear if they hear that Toyota commercial one more time?
Which one?
The one where they're on the dusty road and the two old timers are sitting there, and
dude,
is it
all I gotta say
Grant and
is
Braden come walking out?
fucking TiVo. Or it's not even TiVo, I guess, anymore. It's DVR, but that was the best thing ever, to not have to watch any of the bullshit when I got home Saturday night.
That commercial must have been on 800 times, and you just hear that harmonica, and it's like, enough, I'm done with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Also, they can advertise their turds.
You're not a big fan, huh?
Their off-road package is TRD. It's a turd. No, I'm not a fan. I know I gave them some props last week on this here broadcast, but their commercials are annoying because they play them all the time.
Kicked off.
Who's that?
It's wifey.
Oh.
Whoa.
Don't listen to this. I talked a little shit about you.
So yeah.
My wife.
I'm just kidding.
So yeah, then we got that for.
Or did I?
That was round 1 of that Toyota deal. So I don't pick Reed to win the next 2, but
No, I think that'd be a large feat for him. I think Toyota's probably thinking, sweet, we don't have to pay anybody $250,000 now.
Dude, San Diego's his house, man. What are you talking about?
but that's not the next.
That's not the next Toyota race.
Dallas
No.
is the next.
Yeah.
Hey, he's good in Dallas too, but he had a little bit of bad luck there a couple years ago.
Yeah. I don't know how. I guess to me it's kind of frustrating how everybody goes along with these stats. So this guy's good here, this guy's good here. It's not like they're going to the same track every time. I realize that the dirt is the big picture there, but to me it's kind of frustrating how everybody puts that together. It's like, oh, this guy's good here, but he's not good here. I could see it if we were going to the same track all the time, but it's always a different track. So, sorry, venting a little bit there.
Well, too, yeah, and that's like with Anaheim and whatever. Reed's got 8 wins now, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but you guys also race there 3 times a year, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you got 8 wins and you race there once a year. And all right, I get that's pretty sweet. But I don't know.
That's just kind of frustrating to me how they always put so much emphasis on that. It's like, I don't think just because you're in a building that you're going to do that much better there. Maybe some of these guys are that superstitious and it really does affect how they feel about it, but I don't think it would affect me one way or the other.
Right.
Isn't this the first race that we're going to now that's like a football stadium?
No, because it wasn't
Oh.
Oakland?
Oh. Was Oakland?
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
is this for real?
What's
You're
up,
on.
This is happening.
Wow,
This is real life.
real life.
Hey, Nick, if you can, switch off your photo or switch off the video thing.
How do you do that?
Nobody
Touch
wants
your
to look.
screen and then click the little camera.
It's up on the top.
Yeah,
There you go.
Look at that.
this is all new to me.
It's new to us, too. You've probably been
Us
hearing
too,
that.
obviously.
Well, I heard you guys are struggling pretty good for a while.
You'd think it was our first time, but it's not. This is like, what, the 5th go around?
Well, somebody said you guys were talking, and then I saw something on Facebook, so I clicked on it, and then all of a sudden you guys were here.
Nice.
Welcome
This
to
is
our
the
Monday night party.
This is the first time we've tried with 4, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually been either me and Jason or me, Jason, and Jeff. So I think Zach was just having some internet issues.
Yeah, well, he was texting me. He said the internet was crappy.
That's too bad.
So what? So you're doing Indianapolis as your first one, right? Did I read that right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Indianapolis, Detroit, and St. Louis for sure. And then I had a buddy of mine that wanted to help out, and I think I'm gonna end up doing Houston too, which is considered a West Coast round.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Going for the money, huh? What is it, like $2,000 to make a main?
No, it's like $800 or $900 just to get into the night show in the 450.
Oh shit, that's not bad.
And like last year, I did 3 rounds and made 2 out of 3, and you only get like $230 in the lights class.
Really?
And it's a $200 entry fee, so you have $30 to try to make
You
a
can go get a
weekend.
hot dog and a pop or something.
Yeah, not even. Especially when you bring the girlfriend with or anybody else, it's like you got that $30 goes quick.
You are you doing any arena cross or?
No, I have my 250, but I haven't rode it since Loretta's. I wanted to do Milwaukee, but I didn't have anything set up, and I went on a little vacation last week, so.
Nice.
That's right. You were hanging out in the mountains last week, weren't you?
Yeah, went out for my birthday, and my buddy that passed away, I went and saw his memorial spot and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, because you were out. You guys went to X Games and stuff too, right?
Yeah, we stayed at my my buddy that passed away. His aunt has a condo out in Vail, and we stayed there for the week, and we just drove out to Aspen for X Games on Saturday.
Nice.
So we did it last year too. It was pretty fun.
I guess if you don't mind me asking, so what's up with the Black Diamond? Now you got Dungy's in there helping you, or can you tell us what's going on with that?
He's helping with some marketing stuff and the website and kind of an everything kind of guy.
Nice, good deal. That's cool.
But I know he's getting really busy with his own design firm that he's doing, and He's helping start his dad's concrete company up again, and
Are they still up in Minnesota, or is that where they're gonna keep it going?
yeah, yep.
What
Are
else?
you still working out of the shop here in town, Nick?
Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know if you've been to the new place, AK Performance Graphics, right behind Subway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That old
The old liquor store?
it was an old liquor store and city maintenance building.
Yep, the old city shop. Yeah, I used to work
Yeah,
in
I met
the old
him
city
when I
shop.
took over Black Diamond, because he did all those shirts that I had done last year during Supercross,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, we just got to talking, and when IBS moved, he offered me a spot to come hang out, so I pay rent from him, and it's a nice spot. Got a lot of area.
And the address is just a nice coincidence.
Everybody asked me that. I thought it was cool, but it's
No,
hard. You can't
I think
forget it.
it's
So
yeah, I think it's cool too. I just think it's funny because I worked for the city out of that building for what 2.5 years. And,
yeah, because I think he's had it for 3 years now. He said.
yeah. So I thought it was pretty funny when I first noticed that you put the big number on the garage door there, and I thought, oh, it's meant to be.
So I'm guessing it's 308.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's like I kind of know where you're talking, but I guess I don't know the address.
Yep. No, so I got a way bigger area than where the old shop was. So
It's right there on the corner, right next to Subway. Then in the
like if you go in the alley behind Subway, it's the building on your left.
okay.
Oh, good old farm town.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, Nick, you kind of joined the party late. Is there anything you want to put your 2 cents in on the racing? Been watching?
Chad Reed won. That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
True.
What's your take?
I'm glad he proved everybody wrong. So
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I hope he. I don't know if I pick him to win the whole thing, but it's definitely making it interesting.
no, I haven't been like I always do like the pick your top 3 on our Instagram and Facebook and all that, and the 2 nights that I like wrote down my picks, I picked him to win for whatever reason, and he ended up winning both nights that I picked him. So
Oh, nice.
I thought it
You've
was
been his
kind of
good luck
cool.
charm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's definitely he's jacking up my fantasy Supercross. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I did
he's,
fantasy stuff like 2 years ago, and I just was horrible at it, so I quit doing that. But
I have a really hard time picking realistic winners, and I usually end up picking winners that I want to see win.
that's what I used
What
to do.
makes sense.
I did pretty good at the outdoor one. I didn't do it last year. The year before, I think I got like 25th or something, but that one was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm all over the place on this one. But which I guess is good,
I think
especially
everybody's all over on this one this year.
yeah, especially you don't know, and like we kind of talked about earlier, it's like you're gonna leave somebody out, or someone's gonna get a bad start, or it's tough. Especially when I was looking earlier, it's like I don't know. Maybe it's just luck. I don't know. Unless I'm viewing something wrong.
Well, I don't know. Everybody's healthy. All the top guys are in there.
Yeah, that's the part that's been
And
more surprising than anything.
I can't believe that they've made it this far in already. Usually 1 or 2, are out by now.
Yep.
Usually before the season starts, 1 or 2 are out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know see here. They got 92 points is what won it this week. So I have no idea what combination you have to get 92 points, but
Get that calculator out again.
What
can't.
fantasy league are you guys playing?
The Rocky Mountain fantasysupercross.com.
The free one.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
free one.
exactly.
Yeah, I used to do the Moto X Dream one that's been around forever, and that was like $25.
I'm a stingy bastard because I figured I would do the first round and then that would be it. So I didn't want to donate my money and then forget about it.
Yeah, I
So-
didn't know there was a free one. Otherwise, I would have done that one.
I can get they were giving you 2 free, like 2 rounds you could toss out. You should try it and see if you can join in anyway.
Yeah, you can still get in on the weekly stuff.
Well, yeah, they give prizes away every week, and they're really good prizes too. So
Yep.
it's worth it if you.
You guys ever won anything?
No,
No.
the best
have
I did
25
was
points
42
this year.
points.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I think I'm
It-
ranked like 15,000 and something right now. So
Yeah, what is it? It looks like tires is kind of the big thing now. They gave away a GoPro for the first round.
Yeah, I think they were luring people in because the prizes haven't been that good since then. But I love how they put you get a set of Geomax tires and it says it's like a $279 value. Like, who pays that for tires?
yeah.
A little overpriced.
Just a little bit.
I think.
You gonna be hitting up Cedar Lake this weekend, Nick?
Yeah, I should be. I went on Friday night. I got out of work early and I jetted up there, and my second round, I overshot that triple by the grandstand. I don't even know what I was doing. I had a brain fart and I blew my front fork out. So I was just kind of putzing around, but hopefully it'll be back together by Wednesday. And I think I might go Wednesday night for the rental, and then I'll be there Saturday for the race for sure.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't know what it was about that triple on Friday night, but yeah,
It was goofy.
I overshot that thing twice too, and the one time just flat landed it 10 feet beyond where I wanted to be. And,
before, I used to just downside it perfect or come up short. And for whatever reason, I overshot it 10
I went from coming up short on it to being long 10 feet. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Is it pretty nice in there? I think you were saying, Jason, that they changed up or something.
Yeah, they made some changes to it. I had so much fun on Friday night. That was probably the best experience there in a long time. That was a blast. It was nice
you guys
'cause
were
was
up there. I forgot
just a
about
few
that.
of us, but yeah, that was a good time. I think
It's
Friday
almost
night is
better
the night
with
to go.
less people. Yeah, because you get so much more riding in.
Yep.
I mean, I was there 2.5 hours, and I rode more than I would on Saturday.
Yeah, I came just short of putting 2 hours on my bike on Friday night.
Because I went
And-
Sunday the week before, and it was packed. And, I rode once every, hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and on Friday night we were riding
It was back-to-back.
20 minutes, and they'd kick us off so the little guys could go out there, and they were all coming off in 5 minutes. So they're like, all right, big bike's
Yeah,
jumping in.
the little
It's like,
guys
what
would
the
do
hell?
a few laps and pull right off.
Yep. So it was a good time.
They getting a good turnout for the races then, or not too bad?
The first one was down a little bit, but the last one we had, how many? We had 12 A riders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had 12 guys in open the last time.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
make
I
it
mean
to
it
the
was,
second one.
and it was a good race. Usually, you have your few that'll by second or third lap start pulling away, but it was a 5-6 man battle the entire time, which it makes it fun.
Wow.
So.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even who was even out there. Does that Ryan Orrs? Is he still riding?
Yeah, Ryan and me. Gendro was out there. Joe Perrin came with me. Cody Slark. A couple Wisconsin guys, and I think there was an Illinois guy. Chad Knoll.
Is Perrin gonna try any outdoor stuff or Supercross or anything?
Well, yeah, him and I were going to team up and go to a few rounds. But he can't ride his 450 because he hasn't qualified for a lights night show yet. So he's trying to get his 250 put back together and try to do 1 or 2 rounds and just make a night show. Because as soon as he makes a night show, he can ride 450. Because that's all he really rode all summer was his 450. So, and like this fall, we redid my Supercross track, and that's all we rode was the 450s.
So what do you know how that the road to Supercross through the Arena Cross? Do you just have to qualify, or do you know how all that works?
I don't know. That whole thing is so stupid. None of the guys like the way it is. And
Well, it's like
you have to qualify, I think, for like 3 Arena Cross main events.
I thought, because what I thought was kind of stupid, and maybe I got my info backwards, but I thought there was some kid that was the first one to go through it, yet he's running like B class for Loretta's or something. I don't know. It was, to me, seemed jacked up. It's like, here you're doing like a pro thing to get your endorsement, yet you're only running B or something.
No, I think it was that Keith Tucker. He rode B last year. I think he's an A now.
Okay.
But I know he did 3 of them. Because he won one of, or I think he got top 3 in one of them. But now when Loretta's is done and he moves up, he won't have to worry about doing any Arena Cross coming into next year.
But I thought...
Because I'm pretty sure he's not B anymore. He was.
Okay.
Because, yeah, if he races in Arena Cross, he can't ride B anymore.
But you could run A, though.
Yeah, he can run A. Like, I've done the pro stuff, and I did Loretta's last year, just for fun, just something to do. And they have like a pro sport class for if you've qualified for an outdoor national or a Supercross night show, you have to ride just the pro sport class.
Okay.
And, like, within 2 years. So like if I wouldn't have qualified for Indianapolis and Minneapolis last year, I could have rode the regular A down there as well.
Okay.
So it's like every 2 years they erase the slate pretty much.
Hey, Nikki, are you going to be old enough to do the 25 junior class this year?
I can, but I'm staying back in the 14-24 because I was 24 yet on the first. So.
Okay.
I'd like to do it, but I want to wait until I'm done trying just to do pro stuff. But I'm going to try doing that as long as I can. I mean, I don't want to be old and wish I would have done it longer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder how that works.
I'm not going to go out. What's that?
If you have an active Supercross license, pro AMA pro license, can you do the plus 25 junior class?
See, I don't think I can down at Loretta's even do the plus 25. I think it's like a 2 or 4 year deal.
Okay.
Just like any other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to like be out of the pro stuff for a certain amount of years.
Okay.
Because I think Ferry was on year 4 or 5 last year, and he went down and raced it. So
yeah, that just blows me away. Like, I mean, how's it? If you're 25 years old, like I tried it. I think in 2009 I tried it, and I went up to Little Falls, and I'm racing against like the Doyles and stuff, and I'm thinking I'm not even close to competitive, and this is the only class that I could even ride in.
Yeah, it's goofy, and like even a couple years before that, like the plus 25 was only like a BC.
Mhm.
So that guys couldn't do that, and they had to ride like the 30 plus if they were like in A, which messed it up because then guys who were plus 25A had like no class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Kyle Borman had that problem when he moved up, like he had no class to ride or he couldn't ride a plus 25. He had to ride the 30.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're going for, man. The old 30 BC. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, it's a fun experience going down there. I mean, it's a long week, but I went 3 years in a row, 2006 to 2008, and then I hadn't done it since then. So
Yeah, I think it'll just be fun just to, try it out for the experience and, like I said before, not going down there to light the world on fire. Just
well, no,
trying to
dude.
qualify
There's
for
so
it,
much like
have a good
good
time.
races to watch down there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even give a shit how I do when I'm there. I just want to get there. To me, I'll honestly, I might, if I don't make it this year, I might not even move up. Originally I intended to move up to A class, but I might not do it because it might be something that, if we're competitive but we have some bad luck or whatever, if we can stay competitive or get better, it'd be fun to try again next year. I hate to stay in B class because I feel like a douche for being in B class for like 10 years, but
Fucking asshole.
No, it's fun. I like last year I wasn't riding very much, and I just decided to try it out just for fun, something to do.
I think it'll be interesting to see what the competition is like in that 30 plus BC. I don't know what to expect there.
Well, it's weird because like you go to some places and then like Little Falls last year I did pretty bad. I like went down a bunch and I had bike problems and I ended up like finishing 12th or something like that overall. But like not everybody signs up because it was like a pro-am.
Yeah.
So like some guys go there just to race like the regular district stuff on Sunday and they just sign up for that extra class, but they don't fill out a Loretta's form, so they're not counted.
Yeah.
Like I finished 12th, but I qualified I think 3rd or 4th for Loretta's to the regional, so
well, that's what I was telling Jason. I kind of started thinking about it, and I thought, God, in our class locally, I can't imagine there's more than 8 guys that are going to be trying to go to Loretta's. So I figured it'd be a shoe-in, and then we went and looked at the results, and there was like 16, 17 guys in that class.
yeah,
So I
like
don't know if it was
some of
just
the older classes like they fill up. So yeah, you guys might have a full class, you might not, but
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see how it is, because I think it kind of goes year by year too. Like maybe last year was a full year, and this year nobody
Right.
will show up.
it sucks
knows?
too because last year we had like no spring, so everybody was basically wide open trying to qualify with barely any practice whatsoever.
Yep. Yep. I'm worried about the same thing happening again this year because it's looking like it's going to be a repeat. That's going to suck.
I hope it warms up, but we went down to Byron, Illinois last year and got some practice like a couple weeks before.
The Nuke
Yeah.
series or whatever it is.
That was the first time I'd ever been down there.
I did the old man race down there a couple years
How is
ago.
that place?
Not a fan of that track.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, the layout's good, just I don't know, it's goofy. The start is dangerous.
Does it still make like that left and then that quick right?
Yeah, it's basically a left-right slant. And you're
Yeah.
going at the corner like 4th gear pinned.
Awesome.
And like all the jumps, like 50 riders can do most of the jumps.
that's not where our qualifier is, right? Our regional?
No, your
There's,
regional's at Sunset Ridge. I think.
No,
Regional's
no.
at Mount Carroll.
Mount
Yeah, it's Mount
Mount
Carroll.
Carroll.
Mount Carroll's cool. That's a good track.
Byron, there's a
area, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, they always have an area.
That was one of my alternates instead of doing back-to-back, because I was thinking about that, Jason. It may not be wise to try to do back-to-back areas in case something happens where we break a bike or have a serious problem with something. Because do you have to ride you don't have to ride the same bike that you qualify on, right? They don't give a shit what you ride once.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
I
you
guess
could
we
ride
could-
one bike at the area, one at the regional, one at Loretta's. Just as long as you're on the same bike for that race. Tigerton was pretty cool. I went up last year with a couple guys.
Seemed like there was a lot of local guys that went there last year.
Well, because we got a foot of snow at Millville, and it was supposed to be Millville's opener.
That's right.
But it was 75 degrees up at Tigerton, which is north.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand.
That's why Minnesota blows donkey dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were in shorts and t-shirts all weekend up there.
I forgot that they'd gotten all that snow down at Millville that weekend. That's right.
Yeah, because I loaded up and was going to head down to my parents, and my mom's like, we just got a foot of snow. You might as well stay where you're at.
That was in May, right? Because I think I have
Yeah, it
pictures
was the first weekend in May.
My deck had like 8 inches of snow on that.
Yep.
I hope we have an early spring.
Crazy.
Nick, you gonna shoot for any outdoors this summer?
But I don't know.
Yeah, I've been working with Jesse Goski. He kind of does. He's a personal trainer now.
Okay.
He works at a gym up in Zimmerman, and I know he was helping out Wentland last summer and stuff, and he helped me out towards right around Loretta's and Nationals time, and I've got more time to prepare, and I mean I went in stints all winter, but it's hard when I got busy with work to like stay on it, but now I have to work like twice as hard this month before Indianapolis, so. But I'd like to do definitely Redbud Millville, like I usually do, and then Colorado and maybe a few others.
Nice. Yeah, Redbud's pretty cool. I'll have to try to get out there this summer.
Yeah. I just want to be more prepared. I don't want to show up and just ride around because it's not really fun.
Right.
I saw you had that pic posted this morning that you were on the spin bike. What are you doing for like a routine with that? Because I just kind of jumped into doing that thing here the last couple weeks, but I don't know what I'm doing.
There's so much different stuff, and that's why, like when I work with Goski, I give him my heart rate every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like I monitor my heart rate, and the biggest thing has been like my dieting. I'm horrible at not like eating crap food.
Yeah.
So like I'll let him know what my heart rate is, and then like normally I just started doing the morning ones because I'm gonna try to do 2 a day workouts up until Indy, but basically my morning is just a free spin, however hard I want to go, just to kind of loosen up and get the metabolism going. But based on my heart rate and stuff from the night before, he puts together my workouts and stuff for that night based on what my heart rate is. So like it could be super intense or super low, and just depending on if I'm riding that day, or everything kind of comes into play. So
yeah, see, that's
but it's
why
nice
it's so hard
because
to know what to do, because
it's nice because he's raced and been around racing forever, his entire life, so he kind of knows what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it to the test. I worked with him for 3 weeks before the Loretta regional last year, and like I was in no shape at all. But like the 3 weeks leading up to it, he just beat me into the ground, cardio and all my strength and conditioning stuff. And I felt like $1,000,000 when the regional came around.
Yeah.
What is your target heart rate, Nick, when you're working out? What do you try to get to when you're like at your peak?
It depends. Like I said, like the night before, whatever my heart rate is when I'm sleeping, it'll base the workout. Like I'll either go 50% of what my target heart rate was, or what my resting heart rate was the night before, or I'll do, like tonight it was like 60 to 75% of what my max is. Like he's got he's got a scale. Like I'll give him my heart rate, and it'll calculate what my max should be for that day.
Okay.
And that's why like he gives me the certain detailed workouts that I do. But being up here, it's so hard because of we got snow up here. But
Yeah.
No.
so that's why I've been riding twice a week at the least at the sandbox. But it's somewhere to ride.
Yeah, it's definitely not like riding outside, but it's better than nothing, right?
Right. That's why a lot of people talk crap on Cedar Lake or whatever. It's like, where else are we going to ride? Unless you're going to spend even more money driving down south. I mean, some people can. I used to do it all the time, but
Yeah.
when
I
you
couldn't believe Friday night there, those guys from Fort Dodge, Iowa, had driven up here for the weekend.
Teddy.
That seemed kind of weird.
Yeah,
But,
Teddy's
yeah,
been
Teddy
coming
was
up
looking.
like the last couple of weeks. He got hurt over in Germany. I talked to him a little bit that night, and he was supposed to ride for the tough Tyloo Arena Cross team.
Oh, yeah.
And the first round, his flight got delayed because we had that snowstorm, so he didn't even make it out. And then he went over to Germany and got hurt like one of the last nights, and he said he told him just to give the ride to somebody who deserves it, who's
Yeah,
barely
so
making it,
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go out there not prepared and not 100% and then get even more hurt.
Yeah. I felt like kind of an idiot because I talked to him Friday night there, and while I was talking to him, I didn't realize who I was talking to.
Oh, no, Teddy's a good guy.
Yeah, he's good shit.
No, it's cool because he works with a lot of younger kids down in Fort Dodge, and there's a lot of fast kids coming out of there still. And I think a lot of it's because he's working with them.
Yeah.
I'm looking at heart rates right now, and according to this, I'm 75 years old and obese, apparently. So
Time to hang her
a
up.
little work to do.
I'll order you an urn here, Jeff. I'll get online here, find you one.
No, it's
Cheap
not
one.
too bad, actually. I was looking at my age, and it says that my resting heart rate, if I was good, would be like in the 62 to 65 beats per minute. But I don't think I'm that low. I think I'm higher than that, so I'm probably in shape.
That's pretty high. I mean, compared to like mine.
Yeah, are you in like the
I mean, I like
50s?
when I'm working out all the time and like getting, good amount of sleep, I'm in the 40s.
So is that when do you take it when you sleep?
Well, there's a
Resting heart
way
rate,
to
or-
there's a way to test it, like when you get up in the morning, if you don't wear like your heart rate strap and all that when you sleep, but I can wear mine when I sleep and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So I just keep mine on all night. Otherwise, like right away in the morning, you gotta like put it on, and I don't know. There's just it's like a goofy way to do it, but I'd rather just keep it on all night and have it accurate.
I have a hard time doing it manually by like checking my neck and counting, and I don't know. I have a hard time doing that. So
Yeah, you
I'll have
can
to
go like to any fitness store or like Eric's Bike Shop and just they have cheaper heart rate monitors.
I know the one on my treadmill doesn't work because when I touch it, it says I'll be running and it
Hey,
says
those things are
65.
never accurate. They suck.
They're such bullshit.
Like, holy shit, I'm about to die here, and my heart rate's only 65.
Like when I'm at the gym, if I'm on the elliptical or something, I'll have my actual strap on my chest, and then I'll like grab the bars on the machine, and it's like 100 beats off.
I get asked to leave every time I wear my strap on to the gym.
No, yeah, I knew something was coming out of that. I tried to rewind.
I was gonna keep it clean, but oh well.
We're after 9 o'clock, so.
That's true.
Oh, fuck. Oh, all right, boys. I still got to eat some supper yet.
Yeah, this will be a first. We're getting kicked off by Scott.
I know.
Either.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on.
But Nick,
Yeah.
good to talk to you, and look forward to seeing you Saturday. If you're, I was kind of hinting the same thing as Zach, but I'm not doing a whole lot these days, so you need a driver or you need somebody to hang out with, let me know. Go do some riding.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I usually try to go up Wednesday nights. There's a group that I know, bunch of vet guys that usually rent it out, but
Yeah.
It's not. Is it Brad?
no, Brad tries to do Thursdays. It's Dave Rippinen, Lee Erickson, and Jason Kemple, I think.
How come Kemple sounds familiar? Don't they?
I think Rippinen is a fly rep. I think Kemple is too. I'm not sure.
Jason, isn't that the same family or the same name of the dude that owns the bowling alley now?
No, that's Clinton
Oh, that's why.
with an L.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What night do you guys
If
usually
it was, I would be all over that.
What time do we do this?
Like, do you guys have a set day you usually do it on?
We tried
Apparently
it.
it's Mondays at 7.
Try.
I think that's worked once that we actually did it at 7.
Yeah, like usually what we'll do is it's usually Monday at 7, so at like 1:45 I'll send the invites out, and if the guys can make it, by 7. Like today we're having troubles with Zack, so we didn't start till maybe 7:30 or something like that.
It might have even been later than that.
So
Right on. Well, yeah, let me know. I'm usually sitting at home working on graphics, so.
right on. Yeah, this one was kind of this has definitely been the longest one, but
Yeah,
we've kind of
Twice.
had some issues along the way. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for
Sounds
coming.
good.
Thanks for coming on, Nick. And
Thanks for letting me come on.
yeah, no, we'll have to get you on again, and maybe for sure after you get some racing and get you on there and get your side of the things and make fun of us for talking fast.
Yeah.
No, I think it's cool. We need something like this up around here, so.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of fun.
It's sweet. I'm hoping it'll catch on a little more, and I think the more people we get involved will help out. So
Spread it out.
and I think
All right, guys. Have a good night.
SKD should make us some stickers or something.
Yeah.
So we can
We can do
we
that.
can advertise,
Here we go.
that what we're
Figure
doing
something out.
here.
All right, boys. You guys have a good one.
All right, man.
Yeah, you
See
too.
guys.
Thanks to Zach Williams as well for trying to join us.
Fucking California internet.
Yeah. So.
But
Alrighty, boys.
all right.
All right, dude. See ya.
Hey, next
Stay-
week, Sunday or Monday, 7.
Mark your calendar, Jeff.
Hey, I got a little suggestion for next week's show. We should do picks for the coming up race.
Ooh.
Is that dumb?
You
You guys can veto me if you want. I don't give a
I
fuck.
don't care. Basically, you want me to make an ass out of myself in front of everybody instead of closetly with.
And your
fantasy picks.
picks can
worry.
be separate from your fantasy.
Well,
Would that be fair?
I hope so. No, they have to be the same.
I picked mine cold turkey. I didn't even get to see any practice or nothing. I had to pick them before we took off.
Yeah, I didn't look at anything either. I just went and did it, and it did not work out. So. Well,
All right, dudes. Talk
Yep.
to you guys later.
Yep. Have a good one,
All right,
guys. Thank
boys.
you.
Stay
Later.
classy.
Bye.